What's up guys, it's Victoria from Under Victoria's Spell, and today's video I'm wrapping up the last few books that I read in the end of November, or the last half of November, and I'm excited to talk about some really good reads that I picked up in the second half of November. Okay, so the first book I'm going to talk about is one that should be no surprise that this is going to be everyone's favorite book of the year, or one of their favorites, and that's Heartless by Elsie Silver. I finally finished this after just putting it off for so long because I was reading other things, and it was so good. I gave it 5 stars. I really love Willa and Cade's story. I loved the angst. I loved their banter. I really loved Willa's character. She was just so unique. Even though she says, what she wants and does what she wants, she has the best heart. And how she cares for Cade's son and how she cares for Cade is just so beautiful, and I loved it so much. I loved Cade. He thought he was going to be this grumpy shy boy, but no, he was a grumpy dom, and I was so here for it. The steamy scenes were A+. Absolutely love the story. I did not see the not third act breakup, but the third, the climax. Did not see that coming. I honestly really loved it. It was so good, and I really enjoyed the story. I cannot wait to pick up the third book, Powerless, which comes out next year by Elsie Silver. I cannot wait to get to that, so really, really good. Next, I tried to pick up Promises and Pomegranates, I believe that's what it's called, for a book club for, I believe it was for Cinematic Club, for McKay and Cheyenne, and I really wanted to give this book a chance, but I hated it. I thought it was so weird. I did not like the writing style. It was very Romeo Juliet-esque, and I know it was a retelling for Hades and Persephone, but I just was not feeling this book, and I really just don't have time to read books that don't interest me. So I know that this doesn't have the best ratings on Goodreads, so I probably should have known that before going into it. But yeah, it was not for me. So I DNF'd at 14% into the book. I didn't get that far into it. But if you like Hades and Persephone retelling with a hint of Romeo and Juliet and mafia and a sociopath hero, then this book might be for you, but it definitely was not for me. And the next book that I picked up was actually the second book in the New Camelot series, and that was American Prince by Sierra Simone. I listened to this on audio, and I gave this 3.5 stars, rounded it up to 4. I just was a little bit bored by this story. I felt like it ended on a really good cliffhanger from book 1, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get into book 2 and see this whole storyline play out. I feel like there were so many good opportunities for a really good story, and it just failed a little bit for me. So that's why my rating went down. But I really love the past and present between these 3 characters. I'm not normally someone who likes past and present in stories, but I thought that it was really well done in this book. I think it really helped build the character development to understand where these characters are today. It was really, really good. I liked that part of it. The ending of the book, I was kind of not shocked, but I was annoyed, and I was like, I really wish we weren't going here. But at the same time, I'm still going to pick up book 3. I'm still interested. I want to know how these characters' story ends. And the last book, which is American King, I think that's what it is. I'm going to get it on audio as well from Hoopla. But it was really good. If you've never picked up the series before, it is a MMF romance, and it follows the President of the United States, the Vice President of the United States, and the girl that they have fell in love with over the years. So it's their romance together. It's good, it's spicy, but book 2 just wasn't a hit for me like book 1. but I do have high hopes for book 3 to finish this off, because I believe we are getting the only character's point of view that we did not have, which is the president. So I'm intrigued to hear his story and kind of his past and present perspective. So overall, 3.5. Wasn't horrible, wasn't the best. And the last book that I picked up was actually a novella that I listened to on audio, and that is Visions of You by Catherine Cowles. She released it for her new series that is coming out next year. I got an email about it because I'm subscribed to her newsletter, and I was like, I have not read anything by Catherine Cowles. I have lots of books on my Kindle. I just have not got to them, and the audiobook was free, and it was only 2 hours, and I was like, why not pick this up? You know, I would like to see her writing style, and I really, really loved this. For a 2-hour audiobook, I thought the story was developed so well. I really enjoyed it. This follows our heroine as she is a social media influencer. She releases music on YouTube, and she has a stalker that is obsessed with her. And then it follows our hero as his sister lives with the heroine, and she calls him in because he is in private security to kind of come check out what is going on in, you know, the stalker situation. Really good. It had the suspense, it had the angst. These two characters grew up together, they had a past. Like, I really loved it for a novella. I thought it had really good character development. You understood the story, and like, it was kind of just like an episode of Law and Order SVU with some romance, and I was so here for it. I thought it was so good, and I cannot wait to pick up her new series, which follows a character that is in this novella, and I really wanted to learn more about him, so I'm so excited for that series that is coming out, I believe, in January of 2023. But those are the books that I read in the second half of November. I didn't read as much as I wanted to, but it's been a crazy month with the holidays, and also I switched jobs recently and I work night shift at a hospital in the ER, so it's been an adjustment kind of doing night shift and all of that. But I'm hoping for December to finish up the year with some really good Christmas romances, some really good romances in general. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you read this month, in the month of November. If you've read any of these books, I would love to know. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you again on Monday. Bye.